Hello Stampers! Are you ready to get wild with today's card project? I have the new Wildcats stamp set from Stampin' Up! And we're going to create this wild card. I love this sentiment to go with it, have a wild birthday. And we're going to create this scene, and I'm going to go step by step. You ready? We're going to start with a 3.5 by 4.5 piece of basic white cardstock. And we're going to use our sitting tiger here and cinnamon cider ink. So I'm going to load him up here. I'm going to stamp it at the bottom right on the panel. There we go. Okay. There's the tiger. Now we're going to put his face on and his stripes. And we're going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this. We're going to start with his head. And this is such a little stamp, and I've found that if I put it on a bigger block, I can see better to line it up. Let's see if I can hit the mark on video. There we go. Not bad. So there's his face. Now let's see about some stripes. The larger stripes go at the top on this. Okay, and there's the stripes. Now we need some plants. We're going to start out with our light plants for our scene. I like to put the light plants in back. It makes it look like they're back. The plants are backlit. We're going to stamp some of these around them. It's all right if they kind of look like they're hanging out there right now. We're going to ground our images here in a bit. You can overlap them, that's fine. So that was with the Granny Apple Green that we just put on. And we're going to stamp some black ones also. Go for these. Okay. It's all right if you go over the tiger image some. Just makes him look like he's hanging out in the jungle a bit. Try to stamp them a little bit different heights so it doesn't look like you've got the same plant over and over and over again. Okay, there's that. Now we have him sitting out there in the little jungle. Now let's put some sky in. I'm going to use Balmy Blue for this and a blending brush. I can blend down to the tiger. I try not to get too much on him. Or her in that case. Using this circular motion. It's okay to have some white spots up in your sky. Just looks like it's a little cloudy. Okay, just the Balmy Blue. We're going to use that same brush here. We need a mask for this because we're going to put in a mountain. So I have a 3" by 5" Post-it note. The sticky part's up here at the top. And I'm going to rip a mountain shape in this. And try to keep a little of that sticky on there. Because we're going to put this up here at the top. And then we're going to use the Balmy Blue again to fill our mountain shape in with our blending brush. You may want to hold your mask down firmly here. And we're going to get darker with our ink, just so our mountain shows up, because this is the same color as our sky, Balmy Blue. But since we're putting on an additional layer, it's going to show up darker. Okay. You can always peek underneath and make sure it's gotten dark enough. Here's our mountain shape. Everybody's mountain shape's going to be different. That's okay. I can never rip a piece of Post-it note the same way twice. And we're going to use some, we want to ground these plants here. And give him something to sit on besides that white. So we got another blending brush, and this one I use for my greens. And this is Mossy Meadow. I'm going to go around the tiger a bit here. You can go over the bottom of him just a little bit. This grounds your plants and grounds your tiger. Just that quick, we have our scene done. How about that? So there it is, all complete. And to finish our card, we're going to put a simple, very simple layout here. Some of these panels I don't want to distract from the work you did on the main panel by putting a whole bunch of stuff on it. So for this card, we got a 5.5 by 8.5 Mossy Meadow card base folded in half. And then we have, the main image panel is backed with a basic black panel that's 3" by 5/8 and 4 by 5/8. For the squares, I cut 2 squares that are 3/4 inch and out of basic black, and added them to the card front with Stampin' Dimensionals to pop them up. And that's it for the layout.